Welcome to episode 2 of Rolling with the D. I am Willie D, and I'm here with my co-host
Dragon,
yeah. I wanna try to get a soundboard or something, so when you say dragon, I can get like a dragon.
some sound clips.
Yeah, like, I don't know what the hell the dragon is.
Dragon.
Like.
I don't.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that, but that's more of a pterodactyl. Like.
I know a guy who's real good at those.
Who's that?
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's only the second episode.
It's only the second episode. Listener discretion advised. There's gonna be some strong fucking language, a lot of fucking shit talk as usual. All right, so I'm gonna kick it in with some entertainment news, as we always do. Always, as in the second time.
Calm down.
Calm down. Yeah.
How was your week?
My week was pretty good, actually. Tonight I almost puked at work, though.
Why?
Well, I was in the forklift. I farted.
Oh.
And it was like staying around.
Yeah.
I didn't want to open the windows because then all the mosquitoes would get in, right?
So these are enclosed forklifts. He's basically sitting in a just a little booth.
It's a little booth, man. You know, hard life as a working man. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
That's good.
Yeah. How was your week?
Hectic.
Hectic.
Just on a different schedule this week, and just totally threw my whole week to shit.
Yeah. You look like you're running ragged here.
I'm better now. The week's over.
Friday night.
Yeah.
We record this on Friday nights, folks. Yeah. So you want me to get it right into her, or what?
Yeah, you can do what you want.
All right. Well, here's a little story for you. Prince. I don't know if you remember Prince.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah. What about
Prince?
him?
The Purple Rain blazer and white ruffled T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Was up for auction at the Profile of History auction last Friday in California. They sold for $96,000 each. So $96,000 for the blazer
and the shirt.
And the shirt, yeah. Would you buy? Well, I mean, I guess if you had the money, would you buy Prince's blazer?
$96,000.
I could see you wearing the white ruffled shirt.
It's like a few years' salary for me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't, eh?
Not at all.
What would you buy?
The leather jacket, maybe. That was cool.
That wasn't the blazer, though, eh?
I think it wasn't the jacket that was sold.
I thought it was the blazer.
I don't know, anyway.
Did you see this story too?
I read a little bit about it.
What would you buy of a celebrity? Like, if you could get any celebrity thing, what would you buy?
Michael J. Fox's jacket from Back to the Future.
Oh, the what they call it there, the life preserver.
Yeah, that was cool.
Eh?
And his shoes. Yeah,
like the ones that from 3.
2, I think, when he was riding.
Oh yeah, no, 3 was when they went to the.
Yeah, I don't want no gay pair of cowboy boots.
No.
But I wouldn't spend $96,000 on any piece of clothing.
No, I don't know who would. Someone does though. Someone who has enough money.
Yeah. I was reading, and actually I read a little bit about that story, and I think they said they're only expecting not even $10,000 a piece for those.
Did they ever get more than they thought, eh?
Yeah. So where's that money going? What was that for?
Just says Profiles of History auction. See, I figure Profiles of History would be like the helmet that General Patton wore when he was invading Sicily or something. Apparently history, no one cares about that anymore. People care more about Prince.
Well, actually, I read a few weeks ago, another thing that was sold off at Prince's was his guitar. Well, one of them. He had many of them. But it was sold to, what's his face? Jim Irsay, the owner of the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh, yeah. What did he get? What was it?
He bought, I think it was called the Yellow Cloud guitar. I don't know. I think that's what it was called. And that was like, I think he bought it for like $200,000.
Holy frig.
So now he owns that and Andrew Luck's soul.
Yeah, he's not a big deal there.
Yeah, we touched on that last week. Who cares? Rich
Well,
bastard.
I'm a Colts fan, so I kind of care.
Well, you better hope your boy brings you a Super Bowl.
He's gonna get
because the
injured.
pressure is on.
He's gonna get injured again.
The pressure is on. So is that the big news story this week? Prince's shit selling or what?
No, there's a couple other ones here. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner, who of course, keeping in tone with last week, are getting divorced or filed for divorce in June of 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like a year ago. I don't know what's taking so long. Anyways, they were spotted with the family together celebrating 4th of July. That was on one of the websites.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Who cares what they do?
Oh, he was banging the nanny. That's what happened. They all seem to do that, eh?
Yeah.
You just
Don't get a nanny.
No? Would you want a nanny?
Nope.
No? Too much trouble, eh?
Too much money.
Too much money.
I don't got that kind of dough.
Christy Brinkley, former supermodel. I don't know if you know who she is.
Never heard of her.
She was a supermodel.
Was?
She was, yeah. Nah, she's a little older now. Still looks pretty good, though.
Would you bang her?
I mean, I think so, yeah.
You would bang her, wouldn't you?
I don't think I would say no to that.
What's her name? Christy
Brinkley.
I'm going to look it up. So you can talk while I look up some hopefully naked pictures of her.
I don't know if she has any naked pictures, but
We're going to find out real quick.
Anyways, Christy Brinkley, former supermodel, last Saturday hosed down a woman caught peeing near her Hampton mansion.
Yeah.
So she came out, she saw this woman peeing by her mansion, which is weird. Like, I could see a dude, just you're walking home drunk, you whip it out and pee, but to see a girl, like, squatting down to take a piss. Anyway, she brought the hose out and hosed her down.
Gross.
What's gross? Hosing her down, or...
Look at her.
You saw someone,
Yeah, I'd do her.
Yeah?
Yeah. She looks like she has some fake body parts on her face.
Yeah, she probably does. They all do, right?
Yeah, like, she's smiling, but it doesn't look like it. There's a younger picture of her. She looks decent there.
Well, she was a supermodel, so I would hope she, oh no.
Yeah, those boobs. Yeah, those look real.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The studio wall here is collapsing.
Oh my god. It's falling over.
I'll just rip the page out of the book. Alright. Tony Stark. I don't know if you know who Tony Stark is.
Is he Ned Stark's brother?
No, he was Iron Man.
Oh, okay.
Tony Stark is going to be hanging up the Iron Man suit in the upcoming Iron Man comic books. His replacement will be Riri Williams, a 15-year-old black woman who built an Iron Man suit at her dorm at MIT. So they're replacing Tony Stark with a 15-year-old black woman in the comic books. They've already replaced Thor with a woman, and
Really?
yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I don't really pay attention to all that nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know what your thoughts were on that. I think,
I mean, I guess they all have to be women eventually.
yeah, I guess. I don't know if Spider-Man... No,
I think
Spider-Man's
Spider-Man.
done.
I think I've seen a version of Spider-Man where he's a woman.
Yeah, Spider-Man 3.
Caitlyn Jenner. Did you hear about Sulu? The Sulu in the new Star Trek movie?
Sulu, like the Asian one?
The character Sulu.
Okay, what about him?
Well, they're making him gay in the movie.
Well, like the original actor was gay.
I understand that, but they're making the character Sulu gay in the movie in tribute to him.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I guess the, what's the actor's name?
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh. But what's the actor's George Takei?
Yeah, he played the original.
Yeah, and I guess he's, like, upset about this. I guess it's kind of insulting, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like, just to make him gay for the sake of making him gay, right?
But what? Yeah, like...
I saw the headline, Star Trek to have first gay character, and I figured it was going to be, just some random guy they brought in who was right on Kirk, but...
Well, maybe it's going to be this guy. John, what's his name? John Chu? John Chow?
John
Chang Chow?
John
Chow?
Goodman.
Ching Chang Chow? So,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like that. It's all say this that goes in with the story with the Tony Stark becoming a black woman. That's weird. Why didn't they do that? Have Tony Stark become a 15-year-old black woman, transgendered, trans race,
transgendered Iron Man?
transgendered
Iron person?
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, I wonder if that's something people should get upset about. Iron Man, come on, folks. Speaking about that, here's a little story for you. Jaden Smith,
Speaking of transgendered people.
who we touched on last week about, Jaden Smith wears a dress for the cover of Nylon Fashion magazine to help normalize it and to stop bullying. I think that I would imagine the trolls on the internet went nuts with that. Yeah, that's, he's weird. He's off there.
He shouldn't be allowed to go out in public.
I think after he ruined the Karate Kid, and I didn't mind Jackie Chan in it, but
Any Asian would have done.
nah, I think Jackie Chan had to do it.
Nah, his career's over.
Well, probably after he's in that.
Rush Hour 3.
We touched on him last week. We got to touch on someone else last week that we were talking about. Francis Bean Cobain.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
What's he up to?
As we said last week, she is going through a divorce. Have you ever seen a picture of her?
Yeah, she's pretty good looking, I guess.
Not the worst looking thing out there. As we talked about her last week, she's going through a divorce with her loser husband or whatever, Isaiah Silva, which sounds like a UFC fighter.
Anderson Silva.
Yeah, I think it's just the Silva thing that got me. Anyways, she claims her ex, Isaiah Silva, stole her father's $1 million guitar. So you were talking about Prince's 200 and... What was it? 290?
Sold. I think it's sold for just under $200,000, something like 196, 197, something like that.
Yeah, so she had a guitar from her father worth $1 million. I don't know what one that would have been.
Probably one of those crusty old acoustic guitars.
No, I would imagine it would have been like one of those Jaguars he used.
No, I think
like Teen Spirit.
I think I saw something on this too. I think it was one of his acoustics from the Unplugged show or whatever.
Really? That would go for $1 million?
I don't think any of his things should go for $1 million myself, but there's stupid people out there.
There is stupid people. Well, see, she said it was valued at $1 million, so you have to, and yeah, someone
Sounds
would buy
like
it.
sounds like to me she got into Daddy's heroin stash.
Oh my God, does heroin age like wine?
Probably by the sounds of it.
So much better.
Jesus Christ.
And once again, we talked about Nicolas Cage last week.
Can't get enough of that guy.
Can't get enough of that. This one's gonna hit a little home with you too. All right, Vince Neil.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw anything about this. Vince Neil charged with attacking an autograph seeker. He grabbed her hair and pushed her to the ground. Surveillance video shows this. He was charged. She was seeking an autograph from Nicolas Cage because the two went out to dinner. I guess Vince Neil and Nicolas Cage are pretty good friends.
BFFs?
I would imagine... Who would be paying for that, eh? Neil must still have some money.
Well, they just did that big Motley Crue final tour, so he must have some money left.
We'll go out to dinner, but you can't supersize.
Can I get the onion rings? Sure, Nick.
Yeah, no, so the two were out at dinner. Neil could face up to 6 months in jail. I have a feeling Vince Neil ain't going to jail.
Well, he got out of it once. I'm sure he can get out of it again, right?
And that time he killed someone,
That's
right?
right.
Now, here I got one for you that this one is going to really get to you. China, you know that country.
Yeah.
Yeah. China bans betting on the Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston Relationship.
Wait, what? Betting?
Yeah, so they were like, you could bet on when they would break up, how long it would let. Taylor Swift is known for having many
Well, I mean,
boyfriends,
well,
right?
yeah, I mean that's the complete song catalog
Yeah,
is
exactly.
based
So
off
that's the whole point. Like,
her relationships.
yeah. So you bet on how will it last 6 months, a
Like
year.
at this point, as a guy getting in a relationship with her, like you got to be stupid.
Yeah, you would think.
This girl's just playing me,
Yeah,
and then she's gonna fucking play a song about fucking me.
yeah.
Ugh.
So that's the whole bet. The whole bet is how long will they last?
So
When
the country of China
the country
doesn't
of
want anything to
China
do with this,
has banned betting on that.
but I bet the United States haven't.
I don't think. Well, because I mean, you're not allowed to really bet. Well, Vegas probably has some odds on
You can
it.
do the online betting thing.
I haven't seen that on like Proline Futures though.
I'll check into it later.
Yeah.
I'll come back with the odds.
Yeah.
Actually,
no,
you know what? I'll get the odds on this show
You'll get the odds.
exclusively.
Exclusive. Yeah, so they've been betting on the Tom. It was funny because I also saw another story where Tom Hiddleston was wearing like an "I love Taylor Swift" shirt or something stupid like that, right?
Is he famous?
Yeah, he was Loki in the Avengers and the Thor movies. And...
Anything I would have seen?
No, but he's the alleged frontrunner for the next James Bond.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah. So
Wasn't there supposed to be a woman for that too?
it's supposed to be a woman. Could you
Jane
ima-
Bond.
Jane Bond, yeah.
Mhm.
She has no problem getting laid. Yeah, so I mean he's fairly famous. But the Chinese, yeah, they've banned that. So apparently Chinese bettors have bad blood over the decision, but say they will shake it off.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm pretty funny. Hey.
That was lame.
What about you? You got any entertainment news?
I got a few little things I stumbled upon here. This is the last time I'm going to bring up this loser. I touched on him last week. Nick Young, a.k.a. Swaggy P.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to find out what was going on with that.
Alright, so last Saturday, he took to Twitter and laid down this perfect quote here. He said, "If you're perfect, then be perfect. I live in a world where people fuck up, learn from it, and move on." Now, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
I think he's pretty much trying to say, like, get over the fact that I cheated on, what's her face there?
Iggy is
Iggy, yeah.
Izzy.
Izzy.
Is it? I don't know.
Gilby Clark.
Gilby
from
Clark.
Guns N' Roses.
That broad.
I
By
actually
the way,
looked some...
I saw a picture of her. And, I don't know.
I do her.
He'd probably do her. She's got a big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Australian, though.
But yeah, going on saying something like that, like that doesn't even make sense to me.
No, that's just him trying to save face, right?
So then rolls around July 4th.
Yeah.
What does he do? A video surfaces of him online holding fireworks. He's lighting off fireworks in his bare hands. And it almost shoots him in the face.
Wait, what was he pointing them to his face?
He was just holding them, just, you know, he's partying,
Oh,
party
it
boy.
wasn't like a Roman candle or anything like that.
I don't know, it was just fireworks, so he's lighting off fireworks. Remember last year, Jason Pierre-Paul? He plays for the Giants. Well, this happened last year. I don't know if you heard about it. He was shooting fireworks off in his hands, and he fucking blew up his hand.
Oh, really?
You didn't see his hand all
No.
last year? He's fucking this tiny little thing now. He's got this little hand. Like that guy from Scary Movie.
Oh, yeah.
He's got that little,
Chad.
yeah, got that little baby.
Really,
hand.
eh? So his NFL career's over.
No, man, he played all year last year.
Really, eh?
Yeah, man.
Great catches?
Well, he's a defense. He's on the. I think he's a linebacker. No, he's on the D line.
So he didn't make any interceptions,
I think he had a little trouble.
I would say.
But anyway, so yeah, like, I'm done wasting my time looking at this guy. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Time to move on. But I will say you should check out that video. It's hilarious.
Wait, I thought it was a Twitter thing.
Well, no, he Saturday he went on Twitter saying all that crap.
Oh, there's a video of him doing
And
the
then
fireworks.
and then July 4th, that was on Monday.
Oh,
And then the video came out Tuesday, and it's hilarious.
What an idiot.
Yeah, he's a fucking tool.
Then again, like, I remember, what would you get them black cats there, little firecrackers?
Yeah.
I never did it, but I knew some people
This-
who would hold it in their hands.
Yeah, but this was no black cat.
Yeah.
This was I don't know I don't know the names of fireworks. Don't know.
The M80.
But yeah, like, I mean, come on, man, have some sense. I don't think ownership on the Los Angeles Lakers likes to see one of their players potentially harming his hands.
No, yeah.
You know.
That season's over there. He's got time to recover.
Yeah, and the Lakers suck, so who cares?
Yeah.
Staying on that topic with Independence Day. Did you see the picture that was put out by that broad from The Big Bang Theory? What's her name?
Oh, Kylie Coco or something.
Kaylee Coco.
Kaylee Coco, whatever. Yeah.
She's good looking.
I don't like the short hair.
She doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, I didn't like the short
Terrible
hair.
actress, though. I can't stand her.
In the show, she plays a terrible actress, too.
Yeah. Ironic.
So, maybe she's actually a good actress because she has to play a terrible
No,
actress.
she overacts, I think. And you can notice it. It's brutal. I like the early seasons, though, when she'd always wear those low-cut shirts.
Yeah.
The later seasons,
But she's
more sophisticated, wears a lot of buttoned shirts and stuff.
She had, she was in that show there, Rules for Dating My Daughter or something.
Who cares?
She was younger.
But anyway, so a photo, she's got these dogs. She loves dogs. She's got 3 dogs.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of her 3 dogs sitting on an American flag.
Oh, yeah, no, I did see something on that. I saw
And
a lot of outrage
People
about
went
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
People went crazy. To me, I mean, it looks like a towel. Like an American flag towel.
Well, you have the Constitution towel yourself.
I do.
We the people.
I fucking rub my balls with it all
Yeah.
the time.
But
So, I looked into it a little. You know, I guess sitting on a flag is disrespectful. I get that. But it looked like a towel to me. It might have been a flag. It was pretty small.
it was 4th of July, even if it was a towel. It was a towel of the American flag, and her dogs were sitting on it, right?
Right. One of them was sitting on it.
Yeah.
So I guess the dog could have, accidentally had a crap on it. I guess that'd be disrespectful.
Well, I think, like, people probably... Because I saw a lot of outrage about it there, and I think a lot of people took it as she's, no pun intended, shitting on America.
Right.
Right? I don't think she probably thought it was a cute picture, took the picture.
It was a nice picture.
Yeah, like,
All the dogs had little American flag handkerchiefs on.
and she was just trying to say Happy 4th of July, and
Yeah.
then people fucking lost their minds about it.
Oh, lost their minds.
Like, I mean, I'll always talk about, these social justice warriors and whatever losing their mind over every little issue and everything. This is like the other side. This is those...
Yeah.
This is like the other side losing their mind. The girls, and I don't know. I've never met her. I don't know if she's like the brightest thing in the world. Like, I mean, I don't. But you know what? I might have taken that picture, and I don't think I would have been like, oh wow, people are gonna lose their shit over it.
No, but I mean, if you look at, the rules of the American flag, it's just this long list of things. You can't use a flag to cover up, to use it as wallpaper or,
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? You ever read
if
that?
If you have a flag hanging, I don't know. I think there might be rules like that for the Canadian flag too. But if you have a flag hanging, it can't hang after a certain point. Can't be hanging out in the rain.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And I mean, like,
something like you can't use it as drapery and
Yeah.
How many fucking times are you driving around town, you see people hanging flags in their window?
But I mean, I used to have covering my window as a Texas flag.
Yeah.
I gotta love Texas, right?
And I even think, like, I'd have to look. I forget how it was worded, but it also said you can't use the American flag basically as a handkerchief. Or, you know what I mean? And how many times do you see people, they got the American flag wrapped around their head or around their neck or around their wrist or around their leg? Or
Yeah.
That's all disrespectful, too. No one ever shits on them.
No one ever shits on them. No, it's just about the,
So a dog is sitting on an American flag. Christ, I see people laying on American flag towels. Well, not around here, but, you know.
Oh, I'd go up to them now and just slap them and say, "You disrespect me." Have some respect for.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought what a crock of shit that was. And then she came out and apologized for it, which I think she shouldn't have had to do that.
I think she had to do it. I don't think she had to do it. But like, if it was me and that happened, I would have came out and said, "Calm the fuck down, people." That's what I would have said.
Seriously, I mean, I don't fucking get it.
Yeah, like I'd be like, "Sorry, I didn't realize that it was offensive, but calm the fuck down." Like, happy 4th of July.
Oh, those people are probably just Hillary supporters.
No, they're probably. I'd venture to guess that they're Trump supporters.
What?
Yeah, I would say they're Trump supporters. Hillary supporters would probably be like the ones who, because on 4th of July there was that big hashtag of America was never great, right? Every 4th of July, people got to go out and shit on America for this and that, and you know, whatever. We bombed Japan, or you know, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, I would say the people with the American flag would be like the Trump supporters. Sorry.
Oh, well.
I got another story. Fresh off the wire here.
Fresh off the wire.
Fresh off the wire. There's been a referendum on condoms in porn remain on the ballot for November 8th election in California. This is just for the state of California. California wants to make film producers pay for vaccinations, medical exams, and testings for STDs. The measure will allow residents to also enforce by reporting. So if you were like peeking through a window and you saw that some guy wasn't wearing a condom while they were filming a porn, you could like call the cops on it. But yeah, that's the whole thing. California wants because California is big for the porn industry, and they want a law that you have to wear a condom in the porn. So it's like now on the ballot for the election. Just for California, it'd be like a proposition, whatever the hell. I didn't see what it was. Proposition 538 or something. What do you think about? Do you think the porn stars should be wearing condoms? Do you think do you think the government should step in and force male porn stars to wear condoms?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you think that's complete government overreach?
It is, man.
Big government. Wear a condom.
This is just ridiculous.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That just ruined my fucking night. Thank you very much.
But
I don't believe in condoms. I never have.
Yeah.
I never will.
Number 2. Way.
The next child is due in December. But I mean, come on, man. Like, just fucking. Why don't you deal with some real fucking issues?
Well, California is slowly and surely on the verge of going bankrupt. They're losing a lot of businesses because regulations are going in.
Oh, so they want to make condoms. Okay, so they want to tax condoms.
No. Well, that actually wouldn't surprise me if that ended up happening in the future. But what's going on is every business in California is getting really regulated, and they're moving out. Where are they moving to? places like Texas, where there's a lot less regulation. So if you're opening up a business, you'll move it probably more to Texas, where you pay less taxes, all this shit, right? So even on the porn industry, now they're starting to put these regulations in it. Well, they're actually slowly starting to move out and going towards Florida. Because Florida doesn't have regulations of having to wear a condom in porn or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
So
you'd get the porn stars. Fuck that! I'm moving to Florida.
yeah, like the whole industry could end up moving.
I'm not fucking putting on a Jimmy hat. Yeah. I'm out. Peace.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah, I get that. I'd do the same thing.
Are you into
porn?
Yeah.
I love porn.
You do?
Yeah.
When you watch porn, does it bug you when the guy has a condom on?
It does, yeah.
It does, yeah. It really. Wow, this just ruined the mood for me.
I like watching porns with no dicks.
You like seeing some bareback action, no dicks?
No dicks at all.
Dicks?
Yeah.
Just two chicks.
I mean, that's what I would prefer.
My favorite porns are where it's like it starts off in the kitchen, and it ends with her.
Ends up in the shed.
No, it starts off with her in the kitchen, and then it ends with her showing the meal she made. The Food Network. Oh yeah, no, that's yeah. Fantastic. I thought that was a bit ridiculous. There you go, big government stepping into California. You know, got some
the big guy. Yes. Anyway, yeah. What do you got?
I got some news. Justin Trudeau, he's the Prime Minister of Canada, in case you didn't know. Yeah, he is. He was the first Prime Minister ever to march in a Pride parade. Gay Pride.
Yeah. I've seen these
LG.
spicy pictures.
Yeah, there's a lot of pictures coming out of that. He was the first Prime Minister to ever walk in a Pride parade. I don't know how true that is. I thought I saw a picture once of Harper in a
parade
with a gay No, that was with Chad Kroger. I thought it would have been interesting to see him actually in a Pride parade. What would they have done with his hair? I think that hair's a wig, personally. But not Trudeau, Harper. It never moves.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Did Justin Trudeau look like he was having a really good time?
He looked pretty happy.
He looked like...
You could actually say, technically, the word... You could say he looked pretty gay in that parade.
He looked like he fit in quite well.
He looked like he was having a good time.
He doesn't look like that was his first time dancing with a bunch of queers.
Well, he's an open kind of guy. You never know.
As open as his shirt was, yes. That pink shirt.
Also in that parade,
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, not at all. This was the first story. I didn't really want to bring it up, but in that parade, the Toronto Pride Parade, Black Lives Matter, staged a sit-in at the Toronto Pride Parade. They held up their parade with a list of demands. Most of the demands included removing the Toronto Police Department float in the parade, future parades, any community events. Because of what happened there with the Black Lives Matter protest in Dallas, I think it was, where was it 5
terrible thing,
yeah,
terrible,
horrible thing. And then of course with that, what was his Alden Sterling?
Holy fuck, I just saw that video a couple hours ago. I didn't even know about that.
There's 2 videos.
That's how hectic my week's been. I haven't fucking seen anything, and I was just browsing a few things and keep seeing this fucking thing, and second video emerged, and that's the first video I saw. Was the second one.
Yeah.
My god.
Yeah,
those fucking cops are murderers.
Like I said, I'm
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna wait to I mean, it doesn't look good for them. I'm gonna wait
The details are still a little bit foggy,
Well, that's why I'm gonna wait to hold my judgment as to what happens with the
all I
when the actual facts come out.
Yeah.
The videos don't make it look good for them. I
but
mean,
all I read was fucking he was hawking music CDs outside of some store or something, and
he was brandishing a gun. That's why the cops were called.
yeah.
And
And what they show up, they wrestle this guy to the ground.
Yeah.
2 cops. So the guy's on the ground, and then they just fucking shoot him.
Yeah, like I guess they pulled their because they. Once again, I mean, it's hard to tell from the video. It's
After they tased him twice.
just a big guy. You never know. See, the thing is with this guy is he's a big guy. He was arrested for, I think for sexually assaulting a 14-year-old, or he had sex with. I mean, I don't want to. I don't know if they're in a relationship. Whatever, right?
Yeah.
So he went to that. Then he went to jail for, I think, a couple B&Es where he had weed on him too, right?
Mm.
Okay, now in the States they have a 3-strike rule. So he had a gun on him, which was illegal because he's where he has a record. He's not allowed to have a gun on him.
Yeah.
Plus, he's not allowed to have a gun in public because he doesn't have a concealed carry permit anyway. So, I mean, I could see this guy, like, the cops are coming. He's got a gun on him. 3 strikes. I mean, this guy's facing a life in jail pretty much, right? So, God knows what the hell's going on through him. That's probably why he might have been resisting. I mean, you never know, right? Like I said, I want to hold back and see what the evidence. The cops aren't investigating. It's now on the. It was passed on to the FBI. The FBI pretty much said, because I mean all that shit that's going on down there, they were like, nah, I don't want to touch this. They passed it off to the Department of Justice, so it's in their hands. If these cops are guilty, and I mean, like I said, from the videos I looked at, like the guy was on the ground. Oof, like it
Didn't even look like he had a gun near him.
Yeah, I mean it.
He didn't have one in his hands.
Yeah, but I mean,
that cop held a gun to his head, and then
the cop that held the gun to his head didn't. I don't think he was the one who shot him. I think it was the other guy.
The other guy, yeah.
So, and I know it was the other guy at the end of the video who was, fuck, because he knows in the world of shit he's probably in now. I don't know, like it really, really does not look good for them.
Well, no, and then they had they have both the cops had those cameras.
Yeah.
The what are those called?
Body cams.
Body cams, yeah. And they malfunctioned or something. They fell off.
Well, they fell off
them.
Yeah, when they wrestled them down, they could have fell off. There's still audio from that. Though.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the second video that was from the store's surveillance, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty clear as day. It
was definitely really clear. It was. I mean, like I said, I don't want to rush to judgment.
No, fuck.
But I mean, like, it's not looking good for them. And like I said, definitely, if they're guilty, then yeah, let them go to jail and everything.
That's in the Department of Justice's hands.
That's
now.
in the DOJ's, and I think they're gonna be really looking to get that a guilty charge in that one, right?
Yeah.
But then you had the shootings at the Black Lives Matter protest in Dallas, and that's where I was, and that's tragic, and that's there's 5 cops who have families now who don't their dad's not coming home or whatever. When that happened, I was like, now that's front page over the Sterling shooting, right?
Yes.
So these guys who did this, and it pushed a lot more people to say, what was it, Blue Pride Matters or whatever. So I'm like, well, all these guys did was ruin the cause that they originally wanted. And at when those cops were shot, apparently the crowd was cheering for these, and I was just like, this is just making your whole Black Lives Matter cause kind of look worse.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when that shithead was shooting up Moncton, and he was all pro guns, and thought guns should be easily accessible or more easily accessible. But when you go do something like that, it just pushes for more control. Like, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I mean,
well, we'll see what comes of that.
yeah, prayers go out to the families of all of the people who passed away.
Definitely a lot of shit happening on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Facebook exploded, eh? Like, I was waiting for that first moment there where something happens and where we're now doing the show, that first thing that outrages people. And like I said, that's why I don't want to make my judgment. I want to see what the facts are. I don't want to be one of these people who just like, what? Instantly guilty, I kind of do believe in the innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah, looks pretty bad though.
It does. It definitely looks pretty bad for them.
Looks pretty bad there. That second video certainly shows some shit there for sure. Speaking of shit, Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
That whole story's unraveling.
What's that?
The whole fucking the email debacle.
Yeah, it was actually next up on here.
Yeah, well, let's fucking dive into that.
Hillary Clinton cleared by FBI after investigation into her email scandal. I assume that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, man.
Right?
So Saturday, Saturday she had the meeting with the FBI. So this was a 3.5 hour meeting. Oh God, can you imagine sitting in a room with her for 3.5 hours? Holy God, I don't even like looking at her face for 2 minutes, let alone sitting there for 3.5 hours with this fucking witch.
Yo, yeah.
She went on to say, oh, she's pleased to assist the Justice Department in bringing this review to a quick conclusion. I always take classified information seriously, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I think she's a liar.
Well, I mean, it was funny enough, too, because I actually listened to the press release of FBI Director James Comey.
Oof, he's on the hot seat.
And if you listen to when he was talking, the whole speech that he had, you're sitting there thinking like, wow, yeah, no, for sure, yeah, she definitely sounds guilty, yeah. Yeah, no, that sounds like that's not good. Ooh, she shouldn't be doing that, and then boom, not guilty, right?
Well, yeah, he recommends there to be no charges.
Oh, she won't get charged.
I mean, this is that's what he recommended to the Justice Department, saying there was no crime, blah, blah, blah. And they were only able to recover, what, something over like 100 of those emails.
They knew that she had some classified emails in there and everything. Listen, I said this from the very start. From the very start of this election, everyone was, oh, she's gonna get found. I was like, she's not getting. She's gonna watch on this. She's a Clinton. This is what happened. All right, Bill, who actually last week had a meeting with who is it? Loretta Lynch, I think. I think she's the Attorney General. Anyways, he had a meeting with her, but he had a meeting with Obama too. Who's James Comey's boss, is Obama, and said, listen, let her skate on this, or we'll let the cat out of the bag about this and that with you, or whatever. And it's fairly well known that the Obamas and the Clintons don't really get along, but they are Democrats, and they stick together. Democrats put party before anything, so I knew she wasn't going to get proven guilty. Like, I knew she was going to skate on this. Everyone seems to be really upset about it, and I'm just like, how can you be surprised? If she even had a thought that she was going to go to jail, or the party thought that she might go to jail for this, do you think she'd be running for president?
Absolutely, I would.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
You think she's got the balls on her?
I think she got bigger balls than Bill. I think she's a scumbag.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, like,
God.
listen, I'm
just
not...
the way she fucking talks about this whole situation. The fuck did I just read? She said, oh, it won't happen, and, something along those lines. Oh, it's not gonna happen again, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, like she fucking burnt a cake or something. Like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, no, I knew she was getting away with that. Like, that's not...
I don't think it's over yet.
No, it's over. It's...
Oh, God.
Buddy, like, she'll skate on that.
Oh, I know she will.
The media's got her back and everything like that.
My God.
You put that on the opposite side, make that Trump, he'd be in prison.
Oh, they're still pushing for this thing to go on. The Republicans.
Oh, yeah, I know the Republicans.
They're going to be pushing and pushing and pushing.
And this is where, like, they'll keep pushing it and everything, and it's mostly just to keep it in the news,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I knew she was gonna skate on that. Like, I mean, she's Hillary Clinton, you know what I mean? And that's probably what she thought too. And
the wicked witch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Probably the next president, though.
Good Lord.
Here's a story. Prince William says it's time to stand up to bullies, not just stand by. Now, the question I have is, was Prince William ever bullied?
Probably not.
Oh, that was the fridge.
It was the garbage can.
Oh, the garbage can, yeah. Yeah, I can't see anyone bullying the future King of England.
Wait,
like
he's the Harry or William?
No, Harry was the one who dressed up as the Nazi.
He's the younger one.
Harry's the younger one, yeah. Prince William is like, he's probably going to be the next king.
I'd say Harry probably bullied William.
No, William's the older one. The younger
I get
brother,
that. I get
the younger
that.
brother doesn't bully.
Well, I would now.
Well, maybe now, yeah, but...
Harry seems like the cooler one.
Oh, yeah, he seems like he'd throw back a couple beers with you, right? But
he dressed up as Hitler? Or a
like
Nazi?
A Nazi, yeah. He got in shit for it, like...
Was it Halloween, or it was just...
Yeah, it was Halloween.
At a party, or...
It was like a Halloween party.
Just a regular day in June, or...
Yeah, just walking down the street dressed
I had it in the closet, right?
Why not, right?
Throwing a good old swastika patch every now and again.
On that bullying thing, I don't know if you've ever seen the YouTube video of the fat kid getting bullied by the little skinny kid. He's like an Australian kid.
No.
Oh, they're probably like grade 9 or whatever. Anyways, this little skinny kid just punching this fat kid, right?
Yeah.
Punches him in the face, then starts doing, the whole like dancing around like Muhammad Ali, punching him in the side. So this fat kid ends up grabbing him, lifting him up, and just power bombing him to the ground. Look, like, the kid gets up and he's stammering around. You could see his knee was probably fucked from this and everything. And anyways, the kid got suspended and everything like that, but the whole, like, the world stand behind this fat kid who was getting bullied. You want to stand up to bullying, that's what you do. You punch the bully in the face.
Or kick him in the nuts.
Now, I've heard some stories of you bullying certain people, though.
Me? No.
Rolling them up in carpets and...
No. I don't know where you get your fucking news from, but...
That's what I heard. I remember, like, I was a bigger kid, right? So I remember getting bullied for that. And I remember even thinking, like, I would get him to the ground and sit on him till he passed out. Like, knock him out through my weight just sitting on him.
Well, I mean, I got bullied a little bit,
Yeah, I mean...
I got the next door neighbor used to beat the shit out of me all the time.
Yeah.
I've been hit in the face a few times. But I used to like getting into fights. It makes you tough.
Yeah.
Geez, just a few weeks ago I beat the shit out of Martin. He's still crying about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. If you're listening to that, Martin, later, you'll fucking, get a good laugh out of that.
Get sued.
Did I say that? Is this thing on? Testing.
Post-edit.
Testing.
No, yeah, I mean, bullying happens. It's it is what it is. It'll always happen. I would tell my kid, this guy's bullying you,
hit him in the mouth.
yeah, hit him in the mouth.
If it's at school, you get a suspension for it, I'll take you out to fucking dinner.
Yeah, and like if you're gonna get suspended, whatever, come home. It's not a big deal. If I find out you're bullying people, then that's a different story, right?
It
I'll
is.
beat the shit out.
Then you'll beat the shit out of the child.
I would end up just bullying him verbally, like through his whole life. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Make him watch some ridiculous news stories on bullying and just, yeah.
Make him watch the news.
Make him watch the news, yeah. What kid wants to watch the news?
Here's one. BlackBerry to end production of the classic models.
That's what Hillary still has, eh? Or BlackBerry? No, I will not get rid of it.
No, it's connected to my server.
I don't know how to use one of those fucking computers.
Yeah.
You stupid fucking twat.
They're gonna get rid of their classic models and update to more of a smartphone. I think they've tried that. It didn't
What's she
work.
gonna do? What's she gonna do?
Well, she'll keep the classic model, right?
I don't have to get an update.
What do you think? She's got a BlackBerry Pearl?
Probably a fucking older one. What was the first BlackBerry?
I don't know, the Bold, or I don't know.
I don't know. She's probably got that dumb fucking cunt. So I didn't even know BlackBerry was still a company. I see people with BlackBerry still, but they're old and raggedy.
Yeah. I know a lot of people still like the businesses too. They still like the BlackBerry because it's got the
for the emails.
They
like the BlackBerries for the email capability. I get that. I do. But you can't be using you can't be using your own server.
Yeah.
You can't. You can't. Some people will call that, against the law.
Yeah.
Depending on your state.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, like I don't know what she's gonna do.
She's
gonna have to go up to an iPhone or.
Yeah, iPhone.
This isn't gonna work out for BlackBerry.
What are they gonna do when they? Yeah. No. All right.
Jeez, a bad press too for BlackBerry, knowing that she was using a BlackBerry. Then she's gonna see skated on it, BlackBerry.
She could be their fucking spokesperson.
Yeah. I got away with it.
Yeah, I got away with it. So should you. Buy a BlackBerry.
Jeez, that makes a lot of sense.
Good Lord. Speaking of criminals, Lionel Messi, remember him? The guy who quit the Argentinian soccer team? We talked about him last week. Well, turns out Lionel Messi and his father sentenced to 21 months in prison.
Both of them?
For tax fraud to the tune of $4.6 million.
How do you not pay your taxes?
This guy's he's rich, man. However, under Spanish law, that sentence was suspended for first-time offenders. So, he's not going to jail. Messi's hit with a $2.2 million fine, and that's that. So he can pay that with whatever he hides under his bed. And he's off. So another tax evader. What do you think about tax evaders?
What kind of tax evader are we talking? Are we talking about like the Hollywood?
Yeah, people with a lot of money, like Lionel Messi.
Well, okay, like because you got your like say your rich oil tycoon who sends their money offshore so they don't have to pay the taxes on it, right?
He would be that's a smart way to do it.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Now, those people, I'm kind of like, well, good on you, right? Like if I could do that.
Hey, if you can afford to send your money off to an offshore bank, do all that nonsense. I mean, Lionel Messi definitely has the money to do that. Just didn't pay his taxes.
Now, the people who don't pay their taxes,
he's too busy fucking whining about, never winning for his country and quitting.
But
so he quit paying taxes at the same time. Quitter.
But I mean, like, if you're Lionel Messi or you're Wesley Snipes or Nick Cage or whoever the hell always ends up not paying their taxes, like you're a celebrity, you have an accountant. Is that accountant not saying, all right, this year, like get TurboTax or something, like, holy frig, I made X amount of money this year.
It's like $29.99 at Best Buy.
Yeah, exactly.
You go down there, you pick that up.
Like, they can afford that. Not paying your taxes, like that's not a luxury any of us have. You know what I mean? Like, your average Joe can't just, like, not pay his taxes.
I mean, Barry Bonds didn't pay his taxes either.
And he probably... That's where they all go bankrupt.
But he hit home runs, so I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but he's still... The IRS ain't cool with that, right? Like, I don't watch baseball.
Major League Baseball wasn't cool with it either when they caught him for doing steroids either.
Well, how do they...
So he's just a cheater on all levels of life.
Oh, yeah, cheating the tax man, and...
He's a miserable person, though, so whatever.
No, yeah, like, I mean, you gotta pay your taxes, folks.
Martha Stewart, she's another one on that list.
Yeah, but she went to jail for it.
She did, yeah. She did her time. She went to jail, redid her cell. It looked beautiful.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Taught all the other inmates how to knit.
Yeah. No, yeah, like, I mean, no, you gotta pay your taxes. I have no sympathy for someone who owes $4 million in taxes or whatever. You're an idiot.
The father, too. Like,
Father didn't pay his taxes?
I didn't read anything on him. But, you know, what's he, like, Lionel handing him money or what?
Yeah,
He must have some money. You know.
Figured your dad would be pay your taxes, son. Obama's going to slow down the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Slow down.
Well, I think they
What do you mean?
they pulled out of Iraq, right? Fairly quickly.
Oh, did they actually do that?
Yeah, they're out of Iraq right now. That's why ISIS is in. So I think he's going to slow down the withdrawal from troops from Afghanistan. The original goal was 2014.
Yeah, we're almost in 2017.
Yeah, so probably a smart move. Like, you don't want another country in the Middle East to go to complete shit.
It's already there.
Well, yeah, exactly, right? Like,
it's already there.
yeah. I just threw that up there in the news story to be like, wow, these guys are breaking hard news here, right?
Whatever, I mean, Afghanistan, what's left of that fucking place?
Some sand.
It's like what Dave Chappelle said. What can be said about your jacket that hasn't already said about Afghanistan? It's bombed and depleted.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Speaking of bombed and depleted, Metallica, unconfirmed release date for their new album.
What the hell does unconfirmed mean?
The moment we've all been waiting for.
You should be hitting the trash can with that.
Well, no, I mean, if you've been following these album updates of theirs for the last fucking 4 years.
I have.
You know, the album is, Lars comes 17% complete. Oh, that'd be Kirk.
Yeah.
So, yeah, October 14th.
October 14th.
Metallica, 8 years after Death Magnetic.
It's been 8 years.
Yeah, man, 8 years. I remember when that album came out. I was pretty thrilled with it, just for the fact to hear some new music. But this is an unconfirmed date. So, you know, it could be October 14th of 2017 for all we know.
Yeah, they never said a date or
They
anything.
never said the year.
The year.
Yeah. So, don't hold your breath on it, hardcore Metallica fans.
Yeah.
Because, you know,
What'd you think of Death Magnetic?
it was all right.
Album review.
Album review 8 years after the fact.
Death Magnetic? I don't know.
It was better than Saint Anger. You know, Saint Anger was brutal. Death Magnetic was all right. I remember listening to it a lot actually when it came out. But after that long stretch of time I listened to it, I never listened to it again.
Yeah, it's not one I throw in there. Oh, what was I listening to tonight there at work? Reload. Yeah, throw that on.
Reload, yeah.
Reload's not too bad.
Load was good.
Load was good. Reload wasn't too bad. Those are good workout albums. Definitely 1 and 2 for the workout albums.
Yeah. Versus, anything Saint Anger. You wouldn't want to work out to that.
I quit.
Yeah, I'd
That's
quit
why
too.
I quit working out, because I threw on Saint Anger.
It made it onto your playlist by
Yeah,
mistake.
I was like, this is.
Oh,
How
God.
did this get on my phone?
But yeah, I guess I'm interested to hear the album. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll
guess.
stream it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a purchase for sure. I mean, I guess I'm just as excited to listen to that as I would be the new Slayer album, I guess.
Yeah, but the new Slayer album is gonna sound like the old Slayer album.
Which,
I mean, they're fairly consistent when it comes down to it. Oh, the new Slayer album's coming out. It'll probably be a Slayer album.
yeah.
Metallica puts out a new album. Like, I wonder what album they're gonna try to revisit this time.
Yeah, I haven't really, heard anything off this new album. They haven't released any snippets or anything. A few years ago, they played The Lords of Summer.
Yeah, sounds like a Kesha song. Well, it doesn't. Just the title sounds like a Kesha song.
They released that, and I thought the understanding was the album was soon to follow after that.
Yeah.
And I think that was like 4 years ago.
That was like 4 years ago.
And that was another 10-minute song no one cared to listen to.
I have to edit it down.
I didn't care to listen to it.
So Rob Trujillo. Trujillo.
Yeah, get it right.
He'll have now 2 albums under his belt.
Yeah, and actually, I was reading something. He was doing an interview not long ago.
He wants to quit.
They don't let him dance around like a monkey anymore. No, he was saying he actually had.
That was racist.
He was actually given. He was allowed to write on this album.
Oh yeah, there you go.
He was given the green light to do some writing on it. So
that's awesome.
So maybe the album will sound good.
No, they'd probably turn the bass way down.
Those will be on the B tracks or the B side.
No, that'll make the album.
Yeah, rolling their eyes at each other, going blah blah blah. Yeah, so maybe the one album the one song he wrote on the album.
So you gotta take the difference there between Megadeth and Metallica. Metallica's taking 8 years to do a new album, as where Megadeth is putting out a new album every year.
And they suck.
Yeah, so I mean, Metallica, maybe they got the better formula. I don't know.
What, making people just wait, sit on the edge
Well,
of
they
their seats
sit
and
and wait, and then the album
sit there,
comes out.
and then they're still sitting on the edge of their seat when they're listening to it. Just an utter disappointment.
No, because then they're like, this was because I mean, you think about okay, Saint Anger sucked, right? And then you had to wait so long for Death Magnetic. Boom. Death Magnetic hit, and you're like, yeah, this is a pretty good album, Yeah, you haven't listened to it since, but the time you were listening to it, you're like, a new Metallica album. You thought it was awesome, right?
Yeah.
So
Megadeth's new album was all right, I guess, but
the government is against
you.
Just
Anyway, that's all I got to say about Metallica right now. I guess, next October we'll talk about the album when it comes out.
Next October, yeah.
Next October, yeah. Not this October. Next October.
So do you got anything for sports this week? Was there any sports this week?
There was some sports this week, actually. The big... I've been as hectic as my schedule has been all week. I've been able to watch a little bit of tennis all week. The Wimbledon Championships are happening.
Wimbledon, did you ever see that movie?
Wimbledon?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, okay, well, whatever. Good love movie.
A love movie?
Yeah, it's with, what's that blonde bitch's name?
Bitch is a derogatory comment towards women
Kirsten Dunst and, I don't know, some other guy.
Who cares?
They're in tennis.
It was fake. It probably had nothing to do with tennis.
Well, they both played tennis and they fell in love at Wimbledon.
Okay.
Obviously, you're not up to date on sports. Go on.
So anyway, yeah. So Wimbledon history is going down actually right now for Canadians.
Yeah.
Milos Raonic.
Milos.
Another win for Milos. He is in the finals after upsetting Roger Federer today.
That was on today, yeah.
That was on today,
right.
yeah.
Oh.
I was watching that today. He beat him in 5 sets. 5 grueling sets. He's on to the first. He is the first Canadian to ever play in a major tournament in tennis. Ever. So he's on to the final. So you gotta know I'm pumped for Sunday.
Yeah.
Pumped. He's taking on Andy Murray. This is his time. Andy Murray, obviously the hometown favorite, being in London.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a huge match. I'm pumped. 9 a.m. Sunday morning, can't come any quicker.
We got to work Sunday too.
No, we don't.
I know. I was just seeing.
It's not at 9 a.m. Even if we were. But yeah, I'm beyond thrilled. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So I mean,
What are
that's.
you going for? Milosh.
I mean, Roger's my other favorite. I love Roger Federer. What a class act he is. I mean, I remember watching Roger Federer play at Wimbledon, when I was in middle school.
Yeah. Oh, he's always been up there.
He's been around for a long time, and
Yeah.
you know he's won Wimbledon a bunch of times. I think 5 or 6. So I mean, he had a grueling match today, and it was nice to see him smile and stuff after the loss. Gracious loser.
Yeah.
You know, true class.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait. It's gonna be good. The women have come down to Serena, obviously.
Yeah.
Serena and Gerber. That's on tomorrow morning.
Serena's gonna win it, you figure?
Yeah, maybe. She's 0 for 2 this year at Grand Slam, so
Yeah.
she's already lost to this the girl she's playing tomorrow. She already lost to her in the Australian Open at the start of the year. So we'll see how we were very close to having a sister versus sister match.
Yeah.
But the older one couldn't hang in there. So
Venus is the one who's in it, right?
no, Serena.
Serena, sorry, yeah.
She's been number 1 forever, you know.
She
She's
looks
been on...
like she could lag press quite a bit.
Oh, buddy, she could leg press you.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
You'd let her too, wouldn't you?
Oh, I mean, I'd be like, prove it, right?
Prove it.
Let her do it.
Take off your top.
But
yeah.
A bit better air circulation.
So it's been a fantastic tournament, man. I've been enjoying it. The first half of it was boring as shit, but thank God it picked up. And it's good to see. I think this is finally it, man. I think it's Milosh's year.
Yeah.
He's been playing good, but so is Andy. That's the only concern. He's been playing really well. But we'll see what happens. I'll have to get a case of beer for Sunday morning and get drunk.
Let's go Milosh.
Let's go, another win for Milosh.
And that's the sports station I used to listen to all the time. That's every time Milosh would win, that's what they'd play, that little clip.
Another win for Milosh. And of course, the other big event happening this weekend is UFC 200.
That's right. I was going to ask you if you were going to watch that.
Tomorrow, no. Actually, I will be busy all day tomorrow. I'm in the studio.
Isn't that not till...
No, it's tomorrow night.
Yeah, but usually, like, the main event, at least.
No, I'll be in the studio all day, all night. It's going to be a long day. So I'm going to miss this huge event. So I'll have to catch up on maybe online or something. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
If I don't find out what happens, you know what I mean? You go on the internet, you find out everything, right?
Yeah.
If I go on Facebook for a minute, oh, look who won.
Who's going to win?
Well, so the big...
John Jones, that's who I think.
Well, no, actually... Have you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. John Jones just fucking... He's done. Like,
what did he do? Cocaine again?
Well, that's what they haven't said anything yet, but he's had trouble with the cocaine in the past, you know what I mean? So John Jones ain't looking too shit hot now. He's, this isn't his first violation of the doping policy. You know what I mean? What just trouble they're having for this. This is their biggest show ever.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It'll still do good, though.
This was the second main event to fall through. The first one, obviously, McGregor and Diaz, that fell through. That was supposed to be the main event.
Yeah.
So that was supposed to be the main event. That fell through. This one here, Wednesday, everything went down for this. So Wednesday, they came out. John Jones was pulled from the match. And he's looking at 2 years suspension.
He's done.
He's done,
yeah.
man. He's done. You gotta think so.
So what's the main event?
Well, so you got Brock Lesnar.
Who's that? Is he a new guy?
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, he's fighting Mark Hunt. Now, as soon as the whole John Jones thing went down, this match was put as the main event.
Yeah.
Turns out it's not.
I thought it was.
I thought it was,
I thought it was even when John Jones was there.
I read today that they've made the main event the women's bantamweight championship match. Misha Tate and Nunes. Amanda Nunes.
Bantamweight, is that Ronda Rousey?
That's Ronda Rousey's division.
Misha Tate, she was the one who beat.
She's the one who beat Holly Holm.
Yeah.
Who beat Rousey.
So
that's the main event. So I think the Lesnar Hunt match is the co-main event.
Misha Tate, is she the one who looks like a lesbian?
I think they all look like lesbians.
But she's got like not dreadlocks, but
cornrows.
Cornrows.
Well, a lot of the chicks do that to their hair.
Oh, okay.
Just when they're fighting, right? But no, that's the main event. So the granddaddy of all UFC shows is being headlined by the chicks.
Will Paul Heyman be there?
Good question.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I can't see it.
He's the advocate, though.
He is, yeah. But that's gonna be a fucking match. I watched the weigh-ins today. Holy shit, Brock Lesnar, he looks like a fucking beast.
Yeah,
a beast.
He was up in the farm in Saskatchewan. They were probably lifting hay.
Yeah, you seen him walking up to the stage. His name comes up on the old name bar there on the bottom with the Canadian flag next to it because he's representing Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good on him.
Yeah.
So who are you going for in that one?
Well, obviously, I want to see Lesnar fucking knock this clown out, but, Mark Hunt's no joke.
Yeah.
I've seen him fucking take some people down, but Christ, Lesnar looked like a fucking house next to this guy.
Yeah.
So it's hard to say, man. Like, Hunt's dangerous for sure, but Lesnar's no joke either.
I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. I know you're not going to be able to see it, so I'm going to tell you this is what's going to happen. Brock Lesnar is going to win the match.
Yeah.
I would probably say third round he'll get who is it?
Mark Hunt.
Mark Hunt, yeah. By the third round, end of the third round, 9 seconds, he'll get Mark Hunt up in the F5. Throw him down, win. He'll then go on when Joe Rogan comes up and like, oh, how's it going? He's going to be like, I want you, Seth Rollins, at SummerSlam. Boom, you got the match set up for SummerSlam. Then what's going to happen, he's going to win the... no, Seth Rollins not the champ.
All right,
It'll be a three-way.
He'll
win the belt at SummerSlam, go back to another UFC fight because he just won this fight, go into a heavyweight title match at UFC, win that, be the first ever UFC WWE World Heavyweight Champion at the same time.
You couldn't be more wrong.
No, I mean, it's going to happen.
So Lesnar opponent for SummerSlam's already been announced, actually.
Oh, who is it?
You didn't hear this, obviously.
No.
You don't watch SmackDown.
No, I guess I didn't.
So Lesnar's opponent's already been named.
Who is it?
The return of the Viper, Randy Orton.
Oh, my God.
Randy Orton versus Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam. So, Brock Lesnar is fighting Mark Hunt. And then he's fighting the Viper. Who is the more dangerous threat here?
Once you hear Orton get those voices in his head, like, oh, that RKO can come out of nowheres, right?
Good God, you gotta think, this guy...
Oh my God. Lesnar is out to make Hunt tap out of nowheres. Orton comes in. DQ, Hunt wins. Do they have DQs? They have DQs, eh?
Well, you can get disqualified.
The guy climbs in the cage, gives friggin' Lesnar Orton climbs in the cage, gives Orton... Oh, that'd be awesome. It's... Wow, eh? There you go.
But there you go. I mean, that's that. I mean, Brock Lesnar, he's got a couple of marquee matches here in the next couple of months. And I gotta say, I'm psyched.
Yeah.
I'm more psyched to see him fight Randy Orton.
Yeah, same here. I wonder though if he loses to Hunt, which my prediction is.
You think he'll get knocked out? A lot of people are saying he's gonna get knocked out.
I don't know. Like Brock Lesnar is just.
I think he's a beast. I think he's ready to go.
Yeah, like I do. As much as he hasn't been in he's been training hard for it, lifting hay barrels, punching cows, stuff like that, right? live cows, not like Rocky where he's punching the beef. He's punching live cows out. I That's the one everyone's gonna want to watch, right?
And Lesnar's already said, he don't give a shit what the WWE fans say about him if he wins or loses. He don't care. He's a prize fighter. He says he's good to go.
No, yeah, no, I agree with that. The question I have is if he loses, what does WWE then do with him at SummerSlam?
Well, he's fighting Orton.
Well, no, I know he's fighting Orton.
He's coming back. He's been gone for, Christ, almost a year.
Yeah, but I mean, if he loses to Hunt, do you let Orton win?
What do you mean let?
I guess, yeah. It's
like
true.
this.
That RKO can
What
come
are
out
you
of
talking
nowhere.
about? Yeah.
It'll be a good one to watch. Because you have CM Punk coming up. I think everyone's pretty much ready for him to get knocked out in the first round. But Brock Lesnar,
that's gonna be a good card too.
Yeah, but I mean Brock Lesnar, like, he's a beast, right? He's the beast that conquered the streak.
But I'm psyched. I can't, SummerSlam's gonna be good.
Are you more excited for SummerSlam or UFC 200?
I'm going to say SummerSlam because that's the one I'm going to be able to watch.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to be available to watch 200. I know I'm going to find out what happens. I know it. I'm gonna be hitting the beers tomorrow. I'm gonna be drunk. I'm gonna get curious. I'm gonna look on the phone, see what happens.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna let it ruin it.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be on there. I'll know what happens. Being realistic here.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna watch SummerSlam. I got the network.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not missing that. So yeah, I mean that's the big event happening this weekend. But on to some better news here.
Yeah.
Everyone's probably waiting to hear about the whole Johnny Manziel saga continues.
Yeah, that's right. Sober watch.
Dun dun dun. Not much has happened. Not much has happened. No, nothing in the news regarding him going on a bender. Nothing like that. Events that surfaced this week regarding the matter. Earlier in the week, it was commissioner of the AFL, that's the Arena Football League, folks, has reached out to Johnny Sober about playing in the AFL. He said they would welcome him with open arms and provide any help he needs to live a healthy and clean life.
They need about a 6-pack.
Yeah. So far as of today, there's still been no response on Johnny's side about this. So he hasn't been in the news all week. No Instagram party photos have surfaced, so I dare to say he's either living clean or dead. He might be dead. You might see him floating up on the shores of Rio.
Oh my God! Yeah, no, I had a.
So, but I mean, staying on that, just I'm almost done with this story here. His sister, actually.
Is she hot?
She's not bad, actually. She's picking up the partying right now for Johnny.
How old is she?
22, legal. 23.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's been partying a lot the last few days, I guess. Her name's Miri Manziel, sister of Johnny, party animal. A bunch of pictures of her came out, and I gotta say they're quite disturbing. A lot of bikini pictures of her. She's got a nice body. And then there were a lot of pictures of her like from the backside. So nice. Yeah, I'm
gonna have to Google.
She's got some bum pictures.
Yeah.
What's
her ass like?
She's got a nice ass.
Yeah.
Nice ass.
Bubble?
No. She's a slim little girl.
So she's got like the white girl ass.
But then then there were some pictures from the front.
Yeah.
She's got a nice front.
She's got some big
But
boobies.
then I seen her face.
Yeah. Johnny Manziel.
Yes, exactly. It was like Johnny Manziel with long, straight hair.
He's a good-looking guy.
Like I put my hand over the hair of the picture. It was Johnny Manziel in a fucking bikini. But I gotta say, there's a lot of pictures of her wearing a bikini, looking pretty intimate with her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nasty. What kind of relationship do they have?
Johnny Manziel's sister.
It's like they have the relationship Rod Stewart had with his daughter. Gross.
Johnny Manziel's sister. Would I
Bang
do
her.
Yeah.
You would definitely do her.
Yeah.
Yeah. If she opened her legs for you,
Yeah.
you'd be all up in that.
I'd be in there.
All
I
up.
wouldn't wear a condom. I'd go against
Unless you're in California.
No, I'd go against California law. I don't care.
As long as you don't get caught, right?
Yeah. No, I'd get her pregnant, get some of that friggin' Cleveland Browns money.
What's left of it.
Well, yeah, like, I mean, you should stop partying there. You pay off my mortgage.
I don't know if he's got too much money left, but, you know, we'll see. He's currently getting better so he can play in the NFL this season. Oh, yeah, but, yeah, so that's quite fucked up.
What about the Rio Olympics?
So that'll continue. That's an ongoing story.
Oh, yeah, Sober Watch is... That's a segment, folks.
You'll be sure.
Oh,
You'll be sure I'll be all over that story. I mean, if you're not hearing it for yourself, we'll summarize.
See, once
it for
again,
you.
that's why I wanted to get some kind of like edits or something. I don't know how to do it yet, but you know, an Anchorman with a Panda Watch. I want to do that with Johnny Manziel. Sober Watch. The Rio Olympics. The police came out and said...
the ones that aren't getting paid.
Yeah, they're not getting paid, and that's why they came out and said the tourists will have to protect themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You got a foot floating up, you got the police saying you got to protect yourselves.
Potentially Johnny Manziel floating up.
Potentially, yeah, you never know.
You see a Browns jersey floating up ashore, you know Johnny's not
Yeah.
far behind.
Jeez, eh?
Yeah.
I got a list here. I don't know what you think about it, but do you have any more sports news?
Nothing really that's
Really
too
cut you
important.
off
It's,
here.
you know, it's summertime, you know, there's not too much going on. We got some baseball, but the All-Star game's around the corner.
Yeah.
Whatever,
Wait for
that's... We got the NBA signings and stuff. I mean, that's whatever. A bunch of NBA players getting too much money. Yeah, not too much happening right now, unfortunately. We'll see what happens this week. We got, like I said, we got the tennis championships coming down here. We got the Euro Cup coming down to the end.
Yeah.
You know, France and Portugal. Who do you like?
I don't like France.
You don't like France.
I don't like
Now, are you saying that you don't like the country of France, or you don't like their chances of winning?
I'm basing everything off of history and
Off of history.
I don't really like Portugal.
Portugal versus France in a war. Who would win? Modern day. Modern day.
I mean, once again, right? I had a roommate from Portugal
And
or Spain, no, I had a friend from Spain, a roommate from Portugal. Basically the same place. France. I just don't like France. I'd go for Portugal. Just I don't know, because it's not France. I don't know. Something about France. Modern day war. I don't know, probably France. They probably have more. Then again, like, I mean, you could see just like one soldier from the Portuguese army, pulling the gun up, and they're like, "Holy shit, these guys are serious!" And then they surrender. I don't know.
so you're going for Portugal.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you have to, right? Like, I mean,
I hope it comes to a
France.
draw.
A draw?
Yeah,
Why,
I don't
what
want to see
happens
either
then?
of them win.
Well, if it comes to a draw, then the United States wins. We weren't even in it.
No, I think France is going to take it.
Yeah, probably.
France is going to do it. They're
Portugal is going broke right now, and they got nothing going on there. So I hope they win just for the country, you know, just to give them something to cheer about, right?
just for the country.
Yeah,
Good enough. I like that answer.
Here I got a top 10 action movies, as done by ScreenRant.com.
Okay.
So I'll go from 10 to 1. Number 10 is The Raid Redemption. So I assume this is number 2.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. Yeah, same here. I don't even know how it made on the list, but it did.
Who did this list?
ScreenRant.com.
Okay.
Number 9, The Bourne Ultimatum.
Never seen it.
You've never seen The Bourne Ultimatum?
No.
I don't know if it was. I saw one of them, but
I've seen the first one.
yeah, actually, that's what when I saw that, I was like, why is the first one not on there? I thought the first one was better. Number 8, The Matrix.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you like Matrix or not.
I like the Matrix.
Yeah. Number 7, Bad Boys.
Bad Boys.
Yeah. Number 1.
Okay. I like the second one too.
You like the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's a bigger budget.
Bigger budget?
Yeah.
Yeah, but number 1 wasn't bad. What if Michael Bay did that, eh?
Which one? The second one or the first one?
I would imagine all of them.
Did they do the third one yet?
No, not yet. I think they're going to be getting on that. Number 6, a personal favorite of mine. The original, too, not the remake. Point Break.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Point Break?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was a good one.
That's a gooder.
Johnny Utah versus Brody, I think his name was.
Yeah, that's a gooder.
That was actually a really good one. Number 5, I am actually surprised it made number 5. I figured it would be number 2 or number 1. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Have you ever heard of that?
That's I think I've seen that on TV.
It's been on there a few times.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
That's you were saying last week your movie that you'd put on to go to sleep to was
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters, yeah. My old one used to be Terminator 2 Judgment Day. My new one, Overdose, The Next Financial Crisis.
And he just keeps getting lamer and lamer and lamer.
Terminator 2 though, like I've seen that so many times that I don't know, I like that. To me is one of the greatest movies. But then again, you got number 4, Die Hard.
Yeah, Die Hard's good.
The first one.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah, that's like your Christmas.
That's the
movie,
best Christmas movie you can watch.
Yeah, that and Home Alone.
Christmas
I'm
Vacation.
surprised Home Alone didn't make it on this list.
That's got some action in it.
What's that? Christmas Vacation?
Home Alone.
Oh, I thought you meant Christmas Vacation. I was just picturing Randy Quaid. Yeah, the shitter's full. No, Die Hard was definitely a great movie. Die Hard 2 wasn't bad, though. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, that's a gooder.
Die Hard 3, not that bad. Not the end of the world. That's on TV all the time. Live Free or Die Hard, didn't hate that. Didn't see the newest one, though.
The Die Hards kind of fall in there with all the Lethal Weapon movies. They just, they were kind of good as they went on.
Yeah.
Just kind of got shittier as they went on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
By the time you get to Die Hard, by the time
bad.
you get to like Die Hard 6 or whatever they're at now, you're like,
Like 5 now.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it,
5?
though. Maybe it's 5 or 6. I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Number 3, Lethal Weapon.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, eh?
It's like I've seen the list.
And I actually don't think I've ever seen Lethal Weapon.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen
You've
it.
never seen Lethal Weapon?
No, I've seen the one with Danny DeVito.
Lethal Weapon 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't... So I can't really say anything about Lethal Weapon. Number 2, First Blood. That's Rambo.
Oh, yeah.
That's the first Rambo movie.
I'm very aware of Rambo.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I used to live in an old apartment, I had no cable.
Yeah.
And all I had was the Rambo box set and every season of Seinfeld on DVD. So I watched a lot of Rambo and a lot of Seinfeld. Pretty good mixture of things, I think.
What's your favorite Rambo movie?
Oh, God. Well, I mean, the first one's fantastic.
Yeah, that's... yeah. But... the last one was pretty
Where
good.
was that filmed again?
Hope, BC.
Yeah, we drove through there.
We drove through there, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. No, that's a wicked movie, man. I liked... the
newest one I didn't mind.
Yeah, I can't wait to
Rambo.
see the next one.
There's another one coming out? Holy frick.
Oh, yeah, man.
Poor guy, like, just wants to retire, can't.
I don't think he does.
Wow. Not Stallone, I mean Rambo. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
wants to have a peaceful life.
Yeah. I wonder how many people he'll kill in this one.
Oh, who knows? Number 1, I don't agree with it at all. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
No, I don't agree with that either.
As your number one action movie?
Action movie?
Yeah.
No.
Unless I read the list wrong and number one was supposed to be Raid the Redemption, but I can't see that.
Gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Raiders of the Lost Ark, yeah.
No, I don't.
What would be your number one action movie?
Oh, man. Commando?
That wasn't on the list.
I mean, that's fantastic. That's a great movie.
I don't know how that...
Are there any Schwarzenegger movies on that list?
None. The Running Man wasn't on there. Well, I guess, yeah, no.
Terminator
2.
Yeah, Terminator
2. Running Man wasn't on the list. Commando wasn't on the list. That's really all I can think about for his good movies from the 80s, right? Running Man was a classic.
Yeah.
The first Hunger Games.
Yeah, no, no, I don't agree with that. I don't even think that should be on the list.
No, like, to me, that's more of an adventure movie, you know?
Yeah. No Seagal movies on there.
No, yeah, actually, Fire Down Below. Well, that wasn't his greatest, but Above the Law or
U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals. Nothing on there, right?
No Tommy Lee Jones movies. The Fugitive, how'd...
What was the one where he's that, the guy who runs the halfway house for women? I don't know, something with Ashley Judd.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Yeah.
I don't... Yeah, fuck. I don't
Double Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have put that as number one at all.
No.
Like, Raiders of the Lost Ark for an action movie. If you're like, let's watch an action movie, I'd probably even say Die Hard 2 over that.
Yeah, there's probably a few other movies I'd put up there too. I mean, I don't know. I honestly haven't seen it in a long time. I'd have to rewatch it. Maybe if I watched it, I'm like, yeah, maybe this is a pretty good action movie.
No.
No, you don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time, so I don't know.
I gotta let you say something about action movies while I pour myself a drink. Because I gotta have a drink for this last segment here.
What do you got there?
A bit of Royal Reserve whiskey.
Why don't you pour me a...
Do you even have a cup?
No, I don't. What are we gonna do?
Go.
Well, there we go. We'll leave it out. I'll go grab a cup after.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I don't know, I definitely wouldn't put any Indiana Jones movie up there. I wouldn't even put them in the top 20.
What would be your number one action movie?
Well,
If you had to go action movie right now, what would it be?
my go-to, like I just said, Commando, I love that movie. Fucking, what about Predator? Is that action? Sci-fi.
That's action. You know what? I'm surprised it didn't make it? Roadhouse.
Roadhouse, there's a good call right there.
Yeah.
That guy kicked some ass for sure.
Yeah, Roadhouse. That's gonna get remade soon.
But my favorite action movie...
it is getting remade with Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. My favorite action movies were all those Schwarzenegger movies and the Seagal movies. Those are the ones I watched.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Same
Those,
here.
I mean, they were cheesy as fuck, but yeah. Bobby LeBeau. You wouldn't be so fucking tough if you didn't have that gun and badge.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was... Oh, yeah. See, those are good movies right there.
Yeah.
I used to get drunk and just watch montages of those, right? Those are right there in themselves. Those are fucking great.
Steven Seagal, how many bones has he broken in
Yeah.
his movies? Oh, fantastic.
But I mean, yeah, no, right? No, fuck no. If you want to fucking put a Harrison Ford movie in there, Air Force One.
Air Force One, yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Come
Can you
on.
imagine him as? I'd vote for him.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care if he is using a BlackBerry to fucking
Yeah, I wouldn't care about that.
break the law.
He's raising your taxes, folks, but he's also raising hell. Yeah, no. Clint Eastwood movies weren't even on there. Dirty Harry. Well, I guess it's not really action-packed. He wasn't really one of those action-packed actors.
Yeah, I didn't. No.
Dirty Harry.
Dirty Harry, maybe.
Believe it or not.
What about who else we got here? We got what about Chuck Norris?
he was never really in any. Well, like I mean,
Delta Force. No, that's a fucking movie.
here's something actually though. No Bruce Lee movies on there.
Yeah.
Enter the Dragon or
Enter the Sandman. No, wait, that's
Sandman.
Metallica. Am I on drugs?
yeah, no, I don't know. I would probably even go like Terminator, the first one. But I guess
there's already one on. There's already one on the
yeah,
list.
and Terminator 2 does make it.
Genesis. What? I must be on drugs. Yeah, I don't know. That's a stupid list.
Yeah, like I saw it and wasn't really too impressed with it. Here's a list I think you're gonna really enjoy. This is a great way to end the show. It mixes sports in to end it. This is from the Sportster. I don't know if you've ever heard of that site.
Yep.
You must have been on there, right?
Yep.
It is top 15 racist statements in sports.
All right.
Have you read this list?
Nope.
All right. I'm going to pull the phone out here because I had to copy and paste a couple comments here because it was pretty long, some of these comments. So number 15, Don Moose Lewis tried to start an all-white baseball league.
Okay.
And he was, said he was a racist for trying to do that. I don't think an all-white any sports
Well, I mean,
league, but...
when baseball started, it was on all white.
Yeah, and then it got popular when they got the black players in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they had the all-Negro leagues. Or I guess it was the Negro League. But, I mean, when baseball started, it was all whites.
I think he wanted to start the league because he's like, geez, these Dominicans and friggin' Cubans are taking over the league. Like, what are these white people going to do?
Sure, yeah, all right.
Catchers. Number 14, Greek track star Valois Papachristou. I'm pretty sure that's the singer from Ghost. Valois, whatever. In 2012 at the Summer Olympics, tweeted, quote, "With so many Africans in Greece, the West Nile mosquitoes will at least eat homemade food."
Oh, God.
I mean, I thought that should have been number one myself, but...
Okay.
Number 13, ESPN's Rob Park, called RG3 a cornball brother, claims he's not really black because he has a white fiance and is a Republican. I guess you can't be black if you're voting Republican, bud.
Guess not. Yeah. All right, next one.
Number 12, Hall W. Thomas, and that already just sounds like a racist's name, right?
Yeah.
Founder and developer of Shout Greek Golf Course and Country Club. I mean, it already sets it up right there, right? Is quoted saying, "We don't discriminate in every other area except blacks." Which, I think this was like back in 93 or something, so this is before Tiger Woods, but... And of course, through watching the Chappelle Show, we know Tiger Woods was drafted by black people.
That's correct. He's no longer part of the Asian community.
He's not a part of the Asian community. Number 11, in 2004, Ron Atkinson calling a soccer match when he was caught on a hot mic, which means he thought he was going to commercial, but the mic was hot, saying, I don't know, I guess about I didn't get the name of the player, but about a black player saying, quote, "He is what we know in some schools as a fucking lazy, thick N-word." He was actually fired for saying that.
I would imagine, yeah.
Number 10, in 2008, golf expert Kelly Tigman, a woman, wanted to give advice to other golfers as to how to beat Tiger Woods, and she was quoted saying, "Lynch him in the back alley." She later apologized for it.
You got your lynching rope?
Yeah, she didn't realize it was racist.
Well, I mean, yeah.
She must not have watched that draft. Number 9. Jason Whitelock tried to poke fun of Asian superstar Jeremy Lin on his way to a 38 points against the Lakers when Whitelock tweeted, "Some lucky lady in New York City is gonna feel a couple of inches of pain tonight."
Oh. Jeremy Lin, he just got signed for some pretty big bucks to Brooklyn.
Oh, he's still going around, is he?
Oh yeah, but Lin's sanity lives on.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't know if he would have been fired for that or what.
Nah. He's not fucking Donald Sterling here, like.
Number 8, Fozzie Zoller.
Fozzie Zeller.
Fozzie Zeller, there you go. See, I made this list. I figured you might know some of these people. In 1997, gave Tiger Woods some advice after his first Masters win. Tiger Woods, in golf. He said, "You put him on the back and say congratulations and enjoy it. You tell him not to serve fried chicken next year. You got it? Or collard greens or whatever the hell they serve." Yeah.
Oh, Fozzie.
Number 7, Rush Limbaugh. I don't know if you know who Rush Limbaugh is.
Where?
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh on Donovan McNabb. "I'm sorry to say," this is him quoted, "I'm sorry to say I don't think he's been that good from the get-go. I think what we have here is a social concern. I think the media has been very desirous of a black quarterback to do well."
Well, black quarterbacks don't, produce results.
Well, and that's why when I read it, I was like, well, was Donovan McNabb, like, he's going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Donovan McNabb?
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him there.
Yeah, okay, well, there you go. So you're racist like Rush Limbaugh.
No, I mean, for different reasons, of course. I mean, what the fuck did he ever do?
Yeah, well.
Got to the NFC Championship a bunch of times and lost.
Got to the Super Bowl.
Once and lost.
And lost, yeah.
He's a loser.
Number 6 ties in with something that you actually said at the start of the show.
Perfect.
In an interview, Shaq was asked to give advice to newcomer in the league, Yao Ming. His advice was ching chong yang, wow ow so.
Shaq's my boy.
Yeah. A ching chong yang, wow ow so. Yao Ming laughed it off.
Ching chong. That's my boy Yao Ming.
Yeah. Yao Ming laughed it off and said, learning Chinese is hard. Shaq didn't get fired or anything from that.
Man, Shaq's still on fucking. He's on TNT. He's fucking every night. He's calling the games.
There you go.
Him and Charles Barkley.
Number 5, Don Imus. This is in 2007. Referred to the Rutgers NCAA women's basketball team as some nappy-headed hoes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
that stirred up some shit.
I think he got fired for that. I would.
He did.
Almost.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
No, you can't. You can't say that.
You might be able to get away with that in the 90s, not anymore.
This is the one I had to go to the phone for. Number 4, John Rocker.
Yeah.
Baseball star. I don't know if you know who he is. Apparently the inspiration for Kenny Powers. Quoted, "The biggest thing I don't like about New York are the foreigners. I'm not a very big fan of foreigners. You walk an entire block and square and not hear anyone speaking English. Asians and Koreans and Vietnamese, and Indians and Russians and Spanish. People and everything up there. How the hell did they get into this country? Rocker also went on a mini rant about his ex-teammate Randall Simmons, calling him a fat monkey. I'm going to assume Randall Simmons was black. Maybe that makes me a racist.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not a racist. You're... Anyway.
I'm correct?
You're correct.
Yeah, okay. Number 3. In 2013, NFL player Riley Cooper was drunk at a Kenny Chesney concert.
Yeah.
And you just know.
You know there were some slurs being passed around there.
It's a Kenny Chesney concert, you know. He was quoted saying, "I will fight every N-word here."
Yeah. Yeah. He still plays for the Eagles, I think.
Oh, he still actually plays. I didn't know if he got fired or not.
No,
You gotta understand, I read, like, the racist comment and just leave it at that.
No, I think he got suspended or something for a game.
Yeah?
You know?
He's at a Kenny Chesney concert, right?
Yeah. Let loose a little.
I think he was
Kenny's
drinking.
up on stage. You're down there
Oh,
yelling.
no, yeah, there you go. Riley Cooper was drunk at that concert.
Well, then it's acceptable.
Yeah, well, I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
Number 2, in 1993, Marge Scott, who I would, from after seeing her picture, I can only assume was a former owner of the Cincinnati Reds, considered the worst owner in the MLB. When she was asked about starting players Eric Davis and David Parker, she referred to them as the $1 million.
Yeah.
That was number 2. And number 1, of course, Donald Sterling. His comment.
This was fairly recently, folks.
This was fairly recently. This was
fucking huge news.
Huge news. And he was talking to his girlfriend about it. Still said,
who, by the way, was not white.
She was not white.
Let's just put that out there.
She was not white. But he was quoted saying, "It bothers me a lot that you want to broadcast you're associated with black people." Quote, "You can sleep with them, black people. You can bring them in. You can do whatever you want. But please, the little I ask of you is not to bring them to my games."
So this was recorded. This was like recorded secretly.
Like, this guy doesn't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, like this guy's fucking got dementia and shit. He's old as fuck.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I don't think he realizes black people play.
We're saying that he no longer is the owner of the Clippers anymore.
He's definitely not.
No, he's no longer relevant to the NBA or the LA Clippers.
Of course.
Although he did make a shit ton of money when he sold the Clippers after that.
No doubt.
So it pays to be racist, I guess.
And he is quoted saying about who is it, Magic Johnson?
Yes.
You know what he's got?
He's got the AIDS.
He's got AIDS.
Yeah.
I also enjoyed when he asked Anderson Cooper, "You would trust a woman like that, wouldn't you, if you loved a woman like that?" Anderson, you know.
Well, that's
Donald
good.
Sterling, that's number 1.
That was a good little list. Let's keeping with some delinquents here.
Yeah.
Let's run down. Let's do the rundown of Dragons delinquents.
Oh.
So we got 5. We got 5 for you here today. It was a pretty light week actually, in regard to crime and professional sports. Usually you see quite a bit happening actually, but I mean I guess with training camps coming up for the NFL and stuff, these guys are getting back to work. You got some NBA players making big money here in the off season, so they're out spending their money. But I mean, it's actually former NFL stars that have taken the highlights here for the week that has passed. And we'll start off here on Thursday. Former NFL player C.J. Spillman was found guilty of sexual assault for an incident back in 2014 at a Texas resort. Spillman, 30 years old, says the sex was consensual. However, the girl said it wasn't.
Oh, she wants the money.
So
That's right, folks. I'm prejudging before the facts. Going back on what I said earlier.
Don't worry, the facts have already been handed out in a courtroom, and Spillman was found guilty. And he will be signing his next deal, which is a 5-year deal, actually, with a prison. So
5 years in jail.
So he went from the Chargers, from the 49ers to the Cowboys.
Well, he went back to the Chargers, didn't he, now?
To the jail cell. So he'll be spending the next 5 years there, maybe 3 on good behavior. Who knows, right?
Well, let's just hope he doesn't sexually assault some guy in jail.
So this actually happened at the, I think it was at a hotel that the Cowboys were actually staying at when, he was still on the team.
Oh, yeah.
So,
when they say no, folks,
you got to get them to sign that agreement. You get them to sign.
If they say no, that no means no. Maybe you got to work to that no, or to that yes.
She says no. Just go fucking. You're in a hotel.
Beat off holy frig, I do it enough.
You're an NFL star.
Yeah.
Get up there. Go fucking.
You have enough money to buy a hooker.
Exactly. Right. You're in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right. Somewhere in Texas, who cares? Anyway, so the next former NFL wide receiver, Jeff Webb. Here, this is a good one, actually. I laughed real hard at this one. Jeff Webb, I don't know, whatever. I don't even remember this guy. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs for 2 years, 2006 to 2008. The Chiefs were not really a relevant team back then.
Technical issues, folks.
We're having some technical issues here. Anyway, so he was arrested in California, somewhere near Lipstick City. Webb was arrested in connection with an insurance fraud scheme. So he allegedly worked with 9 others to stage a 4 vehicle collisions. So that's 4 singular vehicle collisions between 2012 and 2013. The alleged scheme resulted in $70,000 of fraudulent insurance claims and $139,000 in total losses. So he's on the hook for that. He's out on bail right now for $120,000. So if he made a little bit of, it doesn't seem like he made too much money off of that. So he's already lost it on bail.
Yeah.
And I don't remember this guy, so I'm guessing he wasn't making too much money in the NFL.
He's probably making a couple $100,000 at least.
I mean, if he's out there pulling off insurance schemes with 9 guys, and they're splitting like $140K between,
no money.
What the fuck's he making? Like, is it even worth it? Just from time alone, is your time even worth that? I got a good idea. Let's go fucking commit some insurance fraud.
Here's an easier.
Why don't you go fucking sell some drugs?
Here's an easier thing. Start jumping in front of traffic, right? You know what I mean? Oncoming cars. Try to sue them.
Exactly. So whatever. So the third NFL star, like I said, they're taking the cake this week. Devon Bess. You might remember that name. Former wide receiver. Has pleaded not guilty to charge of unlawful flight from a law enforcement vehicle near his home in Phoenix. So the story here, Bess was stopped for driving without his headlights on. According to the reports, Bess then pointed his finger like a gun and pretended to fire it at the police officer and then proceeded to speed off.
Oh, yeah.
So he took off from being stopped completely. So he then failed to pull over for the police vehicles, later to be stopped by the SWAT team. This story will continue. This just happened, so we'll see what happens with this fucking this tool. And Ray Bork, actually, we knew about what happened with him. The DUI that happened last week. Given 1 year probation, lost his license for 225 days after the incident where he rear-ended another vehicle. Basically, he fucking went to court, came clean, pleaded guilty.
Seems to... And he's NHL, right?
NHL Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I was pretty confident on that. Seems to me that's what the NHL guys get busted for. It's always drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving, yeah.
That seems to be...
He was just here in town not too long ago playing in a charity game.
Well, maybe he'll be playing in town again for money.
Well, he won't be driving here because he doesn't have a license anymore.
Yeah,
so
definitely lost. So I mean, you got to wonder: is it better to be an NHL star, get caught for drinking and driving, or be an NFL star? And it's all up in the air. You're either sexually assaulting women, beating women, or coming up with stupid schemes.
Who knows? Anyway, so I mean, he admitted to everything, got off. Well, he didn't get off, but whatever. 1 year probation, no big deal.
Yeah.
He's an old retired guy now.
Yeah.
Get somebody to drive you around.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the money. And last charges were dropped against WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler.
Yeah.
For the domestic abuse against his 27-year-old girlfriend. So remember, Jerry the King Lawler is what, 67?
I think he's 67, yeah.
And his girlfriend is 27. So that whole incident with her. So that's been dropped. He's been reinstated by WWE. I think he was even behind the booth on SmackDown.
Yeah, you know, and
the
the worst news is to know that he's back behind the booth. That guy needs to just hang it up.
That's right. So I mean, that's, he's back. I was hoping the charges would stick and, he'd finally learn his lesson. But, like anything with him, the charges always get dropped.
Charges got dropped, yeah.
And another one I didn't write down, actually. There's no charges or actually anything to this. I just thought it was a funny story before we close up shop for this week. Current Tampa Bay Buccaneer.
Oh, yeah? This hits home with you, eh?
It did hit home with me. He's in no trouble. It's just more of a funny story. So, he was found...
Wait, who?
Louis Murphy.
Louis Murphy.
Sorry, I thought I already said the name. Sorry. Louis Murphy, he woke up in a museum. Anyway, he woke up in a museum and he had to break his way out.
Yeah.
He didn't know how he got there. Turns out he was he attended a wedding at this museum.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some booze going on, some boozing. He's at a wedding, right? Yeah. So he's drinking. So he started roaming around this museum.
Yeah.
And he went into an area that was, closed off.
Yeah.
I'm sure they were in some sort of a hall or something. They rented, the wedding party rented. And anyway, he wandered off and he was drunk and he passed out.
Yeah.
In this locked off area of the museum. He passed out. When he woke up, everyone was gone.
Yeah.
He didn't know where he was. Yeah. He panicked. And he broke his way out of the museum. So, I mean, anyway, he ended up paying for the damages and all this stuff.
Yeah, good on him, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, who hasn't had a few drinks? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Who hasn't had a few drinks, passed out in a museum?
Exactly, right? Who hasn't just passed out before? So, yeah. I mean,
You either wake up on a lawn or you wake up in a museum.
It doesn't matter, right? So, nothing came of it. I mean, he called 911 as soon as he got out. I think he was just freaking out a little bit. He didn't know where.
So he called 911 after he broke out.
Yeah, he came clean.
Good on him. I hope he paid for the damages. Yeah. Let it all drop.
Yeah, and he'll be joining the Buccaneers this month when training camp starts, en route to a Super Bowl victory, hopefully. So, with that, I mean, I think that's it on Dragons Delinquents. I mean, I'm not going to put Lewis in there with Dragons Delinquents.
No.
He's not. He's one of Dragon's faves, actually.
You ended it with a pretty good note. We've all been there. We've all been drunk a few times.
Oh, man.
So,
he blacked out.
Yeah, exactly.
He blacked out.
It happens. So good on him. I hope it all works out for him.
I'm actually hoping this coming week brings a lot more arrests and stuff,
It's the off season, buddy. This is, you have all the former players. It's around that time that the current players start.
It's a down time for sports. Summertime's always kind of boring. You got the baseball going on, that don't heat up. So you kind of bank on these arrests.
You bank on these NFL offseasons.
At least I do.
Yeah.
I enjoy reading them. I enjoy reading the stories. I love athletes. I love sports. I love the competition, but sports can veer off into so many different stories.
Definitely
And
can.
that's why I love it. So on that note, I'm done. I got nothing else to say.
We're all done. This has been episode 2 of Rolling with the D.
Hopefully it hasn't been as long as the last one.
It definitely wasn't. We're all done. Everyone have a great night. Oh, and to our American friends, a late happy 4th of July.
And, yeah. Fuck off, Hillary. I'm out. Peace.
Yeah.